John Piper with a weekend video, and it's Saturday the 30th of July. Starting with Bitcoin as usual, we had the 5-part one wave, or the small two wave. Sorry, no, start again. 1, 2, and then this extended third wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now a fairly solid fourth wave, which is still with us in fact, as far as I can see. This looks like a continuation of wave 4. May or may not, let me just expand this a little bit to see this a bit more clearly. Yeah, it hasn't made new highs, so that must be, well, it may not be the peak, but it is part of wave 4, I would think. Yeah, it looks quite nice. That's a 5 or not? Yes, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and 5. But no confirmation. So this could be a peak. It's just above the previous peak, but this is not really giving any confirmation. But we've seen the higher, and I still expect a fifth wave decline. Still fairly clear. This is a very corrective action, suggesting again that we need to see the end of the impulsive move before it's over. So I still think Bitcoin's got further to go before it can start to get up in any meaningful sense. Looking at Ethereum, slightly different pattern here. We had the A, B, C testing more downside. We saw 5 waves down, but didn't make a new low, so that could have been a failure. Also got 5 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On top of that, we had a low here around, I think it's 870 odd. 870. So in fact, at 1800, almost 800, Ethereum has actually doubled from there. So a pretty strong move, which is suggesting this could be impulsive. So there's a stronger case Ethereum has seen its low. And if it has, then it's not impossible Bitcoin also has seen its low. So we have a bit of a dichotomy here. So unfortunately, it'd be nice to have some clarity at what could be a very important junction. Having said that, having got the 5 waves up, we'd expect an A, B, C. So it's perhaps unlikely we're going to start shooting up right now. But of course, even that cannot be ruled out totally in these things. Anyway, it deserves careful watching on these markets at the moment. Well, we'll leave the confusion of the cryptos behind and look at gold, which is very clear, plain sailing. Nice clear 5, A, B, C, A, B, C. And off we go again in the third wave, or maybe just one of 3 in fact, depends how it works out. But I expect this move to continue, basically. I think the gold rally is now upon us, and I expect this to continue for quite some time. I mean, obviously we'll have the 5s and the 3s and the rallies and the corrections as always, keeping us all a bit guessing. So this could be 3 in total. I mean, it's about the same length as 1, maybe slightly longer. So a fourth wave, I think probably the fourth wave, maybe a little bit further to go. It's hard to count the actual waves here. So 1, 2, 3. It could be wave 1, I suppose. Wave 2, 1. Yeah, it's not 2, 3, 4. It's certainly near upside. The pattern is not really that clear. I would have thought wave 3 would be stronger than this, so I think it's probably got more to go. So look at silver. Yeah, silver the same. We've got the 1 wave, quite a big ABC, rather confused 2 wave. 1, 2, 3, which looks like it's not over yet. I always find silver more difficult to trade somehow. It seems to be more erratic, more keen to stop me out, whereas gold I think is a lot easier to trade. That's my own personal impression. So I'm long gold, but I'm not long silver at the moment. But this is a very nice move, obviously, which I expect to continue. And obviously we'll track it as we go. But that looks like 1 of 3, 2. That's a bit messy. But maybe still 1, 2, 3. I mean, 3 could actually be over, I suppose. That could be wave 3 there. But no sign of that as yet. So I'm expecting a 4th wave decline, obviously, followed by a 5th wave before the next major correction comes in. But looking solid at the moment. If FTSE continues to plough higher, I mentioned these 2 trigger points, but we're staying clear of those for now. Again, we have this could be an A, B, C, I suppose, but there's no confirmation of a peak of any sort, so I would give the current trend, which is up, the benefit of the doubt until we see some reason to change that. Yeah, it's. I mean, these things tend to be, when you've got potentially large moves coming, you tend to get confusing and erratic action, liable to stop you out of positions, etc. Best thing to do is wait and watch, I think. and look for an opportunity. I mean, it's not impossible going to go up from here, but the wave pattern going back a bit is pretty clear, I think. Go to the 6-month chart. So we had the failure there. That's an ABC, okay, so A, B. I mean, it could be all we're going to get, I suppose, but I mean, from here we've got a very clear corrective move. A, B, C. Just a matter of catching his peak, really, which, as I say, at this point there's no confirmation of a peak in place on the FTSE. Ditto the Dow, got a very clear 5 waves down for 1, A, B, C for 2. That's now extending. Could it be a 5? Well, I suppose it's possible, actually. We've got, that looks fairly impulsive. Where's my chart suddenly shrunk? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. More like an ABC, in fact. That's very corrective. That looks pretty corrective too. That's how it's getting a bit head of steam going now. It's a bit open, really. It's a bit, it is possible this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Again, we need to see some kind of reversal to give some kind of confirmation of what's going on here. Not so clear as it was, certainly. The Dow is similar. We've got the failure, 5 waves down for 1, 2, 5 waves down for 1 of 3, A, B, C for 2 of 3. Remember, this is a C wave, so it's meant to look impulsive. So that's not surprising the way it is, but again, we've got no confirmation of a peak, which is what we really need. So it's sort of guessing a bit if you just suddenly jump in and short at a certain point without some kind of context, I mean. And we don't really have that at the moment. So, and clearly any move above 2 would raise a few question marks, because obviously a 2 of 3 should not take that high of 2, which is looking like it could actually do at the moment. So again, we need to see this confirmation of some kind of peak before we can really do very much on this one. The same goes for the Nasdaq. They've got 1 of 3 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I suppose it could be. Just expand this chart a little bit on this chart here. Maybe we've got a 1, a 2, a 3. This could be a 4, I suppose. I mean, it doesn't. I think it just about kisses the chart. It doesn't actually overlap with the chart. If we have 5 waves down here, obviously then we'd expect a bigger rally here. But again, the same essential ingredient. We need to see some kind of peak here, and we're not seeing that at the moment. A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So actually got the 5th wave forming here. So something should happen pretty soon. Let me expand this a little bit down to a 5-minute chart, see if there's any more to see on that. That's too big. So let me just press pause and get the right shape. Okay, so if we assume this is actually the low of 5 waves down, i.e. a wave 1, this could be an A. Actually, maybe an A to here. A, B, C. That could be the A. Very similar level, those 2 peaks. If that was A, B, we then got possibly a 1 to there. A, B, C, 2, I would say. I mean, that could be a 4th wave, I suppose, but as it's made new highs, it's well negated that. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, it could be actually we've seen a low of the first leg down, and this is actually a corrective move we're seeing. I'll just remark the chart in that way just to show it as an example. Okay, so we've got a complete 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got an ABC here, and here are the fibs on the whole move. So 38.2 fib is around 13.233. That's one level to watch, and 13.900 for 50%. And 1, 2, 3. Looks like we've got wave 4 and 5 still to come. So that looks quite a nice little count, actually. That seems to work quite well, I think. I mean, the wave 4 is quite small. So 3 is a good wave, 4 is a good wave. Well, it's a little bit small, a little bit short. 5. It's possible. It is still possible. This is actually 3 to here. 3 down to here. Maybe pointing at my chart with my finger. So that could be all one wave somehow. that might be a 3 and this might be a 4. So there are alternative counts, but they both said the same thing. Once we get a reversal pattern here, then it will probably go down to new lows, but it could possibly be a 5th wave, so it may not be that exciting, but at least we have the options available. That's all for today. I thought it was useful. Back to the report on Tuesday. Actually, we are travelling on Tuesday, so it may slip till Wednesday. Have a great weekend. Feel free to get in touch. Any questions, I'm always happy to deal with those. I can deal with them in the next video, or if more urgent, I'll just get back to you on the phone or whatever. Have a great weekend. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.